Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. I think we'll be starting off today with a little trip to the cartographer because I noticed, look at this, we haven't updated the village posters in like 8 episodes, or well 7, but so much has changed since this picture. So it is time that we make yet another compass and map. There we go, empty map, perfect. And just like that, oh my goodness, it actually does look so different. I'm so proud of this place. Nailed it. Excuse me, Iron Golem, oh, they keep getting so hurt. Excuse me. Gosh, have a good day, Gus Gus. Now, speaking of iron golems and healing, there are several areas in this village that we have not yet really worked out. And one of those is the center healing stations that I wanted to have here. My original idea didn't quite work out the way that I planned. However, we have since fought the dragon and are much better prepared. One of those things we came prepared with was Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath is going to allow me to create some awesome potions. I don't have any glass though. I do have some sand, so that'll have to do the trick. Oh, and I have some smelting. Look at me go. I'm going to start us off today with some regular old healing potions, and then I'm going to slowly transfer those to the Dragon's Breath, which is going to give us lingering potions. Alright, so here's my splash potion of healing. I'm going to add a Dragon's Breath now, and this should give us lingering potions. Yes! Nailed it. Okay, here we go. We have now 9 lingering potions of health. These are going to be absolutely fantastic for the villagers. Let's go test them out. These potions are a little bit expensive to brew, so I've decided to not go ahead and do this design with the pressure plate. I want to be able to trigger this myself, probably via a lever or a button somewhere in the world, not here. But I do want these dispensers to be here. Wondering what would happen if I just moved the bell a little bit, or maybe like put it there? That way I could sort of, yeah, this is kind of a bit better, I think. You can have a dispenser on either side and some redstone in between it, I think. Oh, yes, it's gathering time. Is it gathering time? I moved your bell. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cute. It's gathering time, villagers. Wonderful. We're not too mad about the bell, right? It's fine. It's just slightly moved. Still on the tree. Okay, so they seem to like gathering around the button. Barbara, if you could just move your butt real quick. Oh, no, awkward. There. Lingering potions of healing. It did appear to hit them. I think it came out on both sides. It definitely came out on this side. I'm not sure if it got just like absorbed into the villagers instantly over there, but yeah, it's healing. Prepping the village for anything does not just involve sunshine and roses and healing potions. It also involves death and destruction and ultimate preparation of basically everything evil. So today we're heading down in the mines to collect some spider webs and hopefully spider eyeballs. Shouldn't be an issue, I'm thinking. There seems to be lots. Spider webs are certainly very easy to come by underground, and I am very thankful for that because these are so useful, both for decoration and potentially for traps. Oh my gosh, look, this is a chest that I never ever explored. The villagers will love the bread, and we got a free name tag out of it. Okay, and here is a spawner. I'm just gonna make it a little bit dark down there and hopefully get a couple of spawns. There we go. Hello, Spidey, come on. Oh, wait, how did you bite me in the butt? What? There's no way you could reach me. That's rude. I'm offended. One spider eye has been obtained. Do you know, there's got to be an easier way to do this. Right, I'm gonna head to the surface and see what the villagers think of my mineshaft bread and my newly acquired spider webs. Hopefully they don't judge me too much. Villagers, look, 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 I got bread. I found it. Do you want some of my mineshaft bread? Look at that. Yeah, huh? You check that out. That's good bread. Good day, Enderman. Pleasure meeting you in the village. 3 spider eyes. Honestly, a bit pathetic, but it shall have to do for now. Oh, also, they have a name tag, so let's use that. Oh, Oh, all right. I see how that happens now. I get it. I get it. Thank you for the goods. I was gonna name our lovely fisherman. Wandering trader here has decided to interrupt. What's you? Nothing. You're selling me oak saplings? In my own bakery? Oh, Pierre is gonna hear about this. Right, okay. Fisherman. Sorry, I was rudely interrupted. I was about to give you a name. This is rude. Librarian. Jeez. Here you go. You are now Eugene. Eugene the fisherman. I like it. I think it's a fitting name for a fisherman. The sun is setting, and tonight I'm going to do a little bit of monster hunting. Some bones wouldn't hurt, some spiders wouldn't hurt, and I haven't bothered making any sort of mob farm, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Which I don't mind, because monster hunting every now and then is a bit of a thrill. I'm gonna head out this way, sort of towards the desert, where we should get some better spawns, and also keep the villagers safe. I hope. Kind of forgot husks exist. That's gonna be annoying. It's fine though. I am ranged. Hello, spiders. I would like your attention, please. Thank you. Thank you. Skeletons, 0 out of 10. Not cool. Would like it if you'd go away. I think skeletons really are the biggest threat in this game. They seem to be the only mob that can consistently lower my health. I think that just means that I suck with bows and I'm slightly jealous of their skills, but regardless. Hello, spider. Thank you very much for your eyeballs. I appreciate them. Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm fine. This is fine. All good. All right. I feel like I've had enough. This has been a lot. I have 9 spider eyes. I'm good. I'm okay, actually. We're gonna skedaddle on out of this. Yep, with a few arrows in our body. Oh boy, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna sleep at the bottom of the ocean tonight. It's comfortable down here. Good morning, Milky. How are we doing today? Wonderful to see you. I forgot that I blocked this entrance. Should really do something about that. Okay, cool. I'm back, villagers. I survived. Would you believe it? Sometimes I wouldn't believe it, but here I am. I believe it's just a spider eye in each. I'm feeling like a true witch today. Now, I'm not sure if I should do poison 2 or poison extended. I think I'm going to try poison extended because this is defense, and I just want it to affect as many people as possible for as long as possible. And unfortunately, lingering potions of poison cannot actually be extended to a minute. I didn't know this, but that's good to know. My evil plans are not yet foiled. Okay, should be careful with my own experiments. Note to self. That hurts. I'm leaving the lab now. Okay, so here's the reason that I want poison. I currently have these lovely dispensers hooked up behind my wall here. I would love to be able to trigger a lever whenever we are under attack and be able to just have poison kind of spilling out of the walls. When I think about defending this castle, there are several issues that come up, and one of the issues is creating traps that my villagers are not actually going to fall into, nor are my iron golems, because as you know, it is a constant battle keeping these guys alive and safe. We also have the issue of having absolutely no idea where exactly a raid is going to spawn. It could spawn over on that side that's fairly well defended. It could spawn here in my docks. It could spawn deep in the forest that way. It could really spawn just about anywhere. So it's going to be really important for me to have every side properly trapped so that I can have some help defending this place when the time comes. Now, I've chatted with some of my mods, brainstormed some ideas, Googled some things, and I've come to the conclusion that there are a few traps that I would like to set around this spot. So for these traps, I'm going to need things that damage mobs, and the 2 top things that come to my mind that do damage to mobs sort of passively is pufferfish and magma blocks. Those are both really, really easy to get. All I gotta do is head into the nether and get the magma blocks first. Maybe I will take my golden helmet though, just in case. Now, magma blocks should be relatively easy to come by. The basalt delta is actually not that convenient for getting them because it's a bit dangerous. I'm hoping to be able to find a nice pocket of some down by a lava pool. And with any luck, there should be a lava lake around here. Okay, all I have to do now is just very carefully pick this up and not die in the process. I'm pretty sure it is possible to craft this stuff, but I haven't found a magma spawner or made any type of farm or anything yet, so we're just gonna grab it here. Okay, magma blocks acquired. Now I'm gonna take these buckets and see if I can hunt down some pufferfish. Pufferfish, of course, spawn in the ocean, and I'm hoping that out here near our tropical ocean, we should be able to find plenty. I'm only gonna get 3, because I don't want to make like a full inventory of pufferfish buckets. I feel like that's a bit excessive. Oh, hello, dolphin! Have you seen any pufferfish, friends? I'm looking for pufferfish. You are not pufferfish. There seems to be a shortage on pufferfish in the ocean. Oh, there you are. Come here, you little danger guy. Oh, gotcha. All right, we have 1 bucket of danger. Only 2 more to go. I am, once again, going to sleep in the water. We're a mermaid this episode. What can I say? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. There's like a whole squad of them. What the heck? All right, come here, come here. Got you. 1 more. Uh-huh. You're gonna be so good. Perfect. Okay. Wow. That was certainly successful. 3 buckets of pufferfish later, and we are ready to go home and set a few of our traps. Alright, now the fun thing about pufferfish is you can actually waterlog a slab and put them in there. The not fun thing about pufferfish is that once you do that, they do in fact hurt you as well as pillagers. So I'm going to strategically place pufferfish in a place where I know where they are, but my enemies will not. I feel like the docks are an absolutely perfect spot for this because, well, there's probably is going to be something spawning out around this area, and it's also already water themed, so, you know, it just makes sense. I do plan on having some decorations out here. However, I don't plan on letting the villagers actually come out this way. And I really don't have a lot of purpose for being out here other than it being cute and decorative. So I'm going to use areas of here to hopefully set some traps. All I gotta do is, oh, no, this has gone horribly wrong. Not even sure how it went that wrong. This is proving to be more difficult than I thought that it would be. But, it will work. It is very angry at me. No, go down. Down. Imagine if how I die in hardcore is setting a trap. That would be the worst way to die, I think. Okay, so I think that when you approach this piece of carpet now, it will do damage to you. And it does a fairly significant amount of damage if you stay in this area. So I think we ought to work this sort of thing into this entire dock system somehow. I'll put them in areas where I don't necessarily commonly walk, but where the pillagers may in fact show up. So like right here. It's perfect, and it does do quite a bit of damage. The cool thing about these webs that I picked up earlier is they can function in both defense and also just decoration. I kind of mostly picked them up for decoration, I'm not gonna lie to you. However, if we put some fishing webs around in this area by stacking some of these fences and then putting these to sort of just look like webbing, they will function as both because, well, mobs will potentially get stuck in this if they try to go this area and attack my castle, but it's also gonna look absolutely fantastic as a place for fishing nets. I think these look absolutely wonderful, and once I've managed to fill this dock with some more crates and things, it'll make even more sense for decoration. But for now, it's just sort of blocking off certain areas to potentially slow down the enemy and also look good. Mostly, it looks cool. Okay, the next trap that I have in mind involves those lovely magma blocks that I just went to get, and it's also going to involve some scaffolding and some redstone. Hang on, let me mentally prepare myself for this. This one I didn't really test out beforehand, so I'm just sort of hoping that it works. Basically, I'm going to be using magma blocks, a piston, and some scaffolding to create sort of a fake pathway. The pathway will work great until I trigger a button and you fall through the floor. Should be pretty easy, just gotta sort of make the hole. I can make the hole pretty much any size that I want so long as scaffolding can span it. Don't want to go too big. I want it to look like a natural path, right? Like, this is for pillagers, and pillagers are kind of silly, but you could potentially do this with players, and they wouldn't really know the difference. Okay, this is looking like quite the intimidating pit at this point, not gonna lie. Now, all we need is the scaffolding. So the scaffolding goes 1 block below the surface, and then we just cover it. Oh yeah, and it does work. Okay, so we need to get it to the max size. Clearly this size is not quite gonna work, it's a bit too large, but I'm just gonna expand out and see how far we can actually go before it starts falling. So right here, see how these ones fall down? I don't want that. I'm just going to end up covering this bit in, and this will be the size of the hole for the trap. All I have to do now is, well, take out this gravel, place a piston right here, going into that, and when an unexpected enemy comes along, this piston will fire and break this. Right, okay, let me set it up. I have done it. I've officially completed 2 pitfalls on my path. One is right here. That's the button for it. Now, I will say that this is not the right tool. I probably need to put this in a place where I can easily see the path. Like this one might work because actually we can just destroy that leaf, put it somewhere else, and get some like iron bars up here, and we'll be able to see when enemies are coming up along here. This is the pitfall right here. So basically when I click that button, this all falls down. Easy, right? Does anybody want a pillager bander? There you go. The other one is on, no. I hope I didn't just squish that villager. The other one is right over here, looking kind of suspicious, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't decorated this area very much yet, but as you can see as we walk along the path here, this is where the hole used to be. And we have a button right inside here. Right there. Now this is not a good place for this button because we can't really see the road that well from in here when I haven't destroyed this entire thing. So I really need to come up with a better solution, I think, to this problem. But no, Athena. No. Okay, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we click that, bam. Now there's a hole in the ground, and our enemies will fall into here. Now, the only problem is this stays up. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't. I was hoping it would get destroyed on its way down. Because if it got destroyed on its way down and turned into an entity, then they would die on this magma. Can I do buttons? Like if I do buttons, does it fall onto, ouch, I'm fine. Does it, there we go. All right. I've solved that problem. That was surprisingly easy, actually. Buttons. Buttons fix everything in this game. Anyways, it is actually relatively easy to reset this. You just have to put the scaffolding back. It really only takes a moment. And just like that, you would never know that this was here, and it's all ready to go again. Now, the next defense for this castle involves living beings that are going to help us to defend. And no, I'm finally not talking about the iron golems. Although, I'll be real, the iron golems are going to be massively helpful. They're vibing. They're doing their own thing. What we have is these amazing doggies all around here. I want to create an army of these. Come on, make some puppies. Wonderful. The miracle of birth. Okay, now you guys all get to sit up here on this wall, and if the time ever comes when I need you, I will be able to summon an army of dogs. At the moment, it's just a few dogs, but it'll be an army, I promise you. Now, the other creature involves me taking a short little flight over to some snow, because, well, I would really, really love to have some snow golems. Snow golems don't tend to be known for doing a whole ton of damage. However, they can do a really good job of drawing aggro and taking the attention off of me for a moment, which, when in a single-player world, could be fairly useful. Oh, the flight back home is looking more and more epic every day. Look at this base! This is our hardcore base that we're defending. What the heck? Now, of course, in order for this to work properly, I am going to need some pumpkins. I don't know how many golems I'm going to create. We'll start with 12. How many? Oh, 13. Okay, we'll start with 13. All right, that's easy enough. Now all I have to do is pick out some locations for the turrets. And I think one being out here would be a really good idea because it feels like we have a lot going on the other side. but on this side we really just don't yet. Now, of course, there is eventually going to be a castle right here in place of my starter house, so we're going to kind of ignore this whole thing right here, because I imagine the castle will come out from this wall. However, I think right on the corner right here, we could take down this dark oak tree and have a little kind of turret sitting right on the turn of this path. I feel like that'd be perfect. Now, the main premise of this design is that there is a snowman sort of sitting in a little box, some slabs, and it's trapped in here. This is a design, by the way, that I was tagged in quite a lot on TikTok. However, the TikTok user that made that video isn't the creator of this design, I don't think. There's actually a YouTube video of this design from like 9 years ago, before TikTok was invented. So I'm gonna link that person down below as credit for the Snowman Turret idea. I'm sorry if it wasn't their idea. It's sometimes very hard to keep track of credits, but hopefully it was their idea. I think it was, and they did an awesome job with it. It's really cool. It's really clever. Okay, so when I put this here, I should be able to put a slab there, and I think you shouldn't be able to move now. Is that correct? Are you able to move? Are you stuck? Can you be stuck? I think you're stuck. Okay, that should be perfect, to be honest. Now, that's only one snowman. Of course, you can put a bunch in there and have them rapid firing, but I'm going to experiment with one before we get too carried away here. Now, the only thing that I have to do is design a little kind of cubby hole for this creature, hopefully. I'm just going to kind of have it on stilts. I think that'll look great. All right, honestly, I trust this snowman with my life. This is perfect. I think you'll draw aggro just fine. Now, I'm gonna let the sun set tonight and kind of test this out because I do think the snowman's gonna get shot. So before I put more in there, we're gonna think about that. Now, of course, there are the designs of this where you have them on a piston so you can push them up. That way they're not getting shot at all the time and it's less upkeep. I, however, am going to just experiment with always having the thing on. So, as we can see here, it worked. It did die instantly. Hello, everybody. Why do we all have armor on? Why is there a child? This is a lot to take in. It's early in the morning. I just woke up. Please, 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 please go away. I think literally the only thing that I'm going to do is make this taller. Can't hurt, right? Oh, why is there so many snowballs? Now, let's imagine for a second that I'm a skeleton and I'm over here. I think I can shoot at that pretty easily. I don't know exactly how skeleton aim works, though. Okay, so that's a little bit better. If the skeleton gets this close, I don't think it can shoot at it. However, if it's fairly far away, I think it still can. But this is like a good trial run for the next design at the very least. It would appear that design 2 is also a fail. So, back to the drawing board, but this time I'm going to try to get it done at night so that I can continue testing. Giving this design a try, and it seems like thus far it is in fact a success. Look at that! It's drawing aggro. Of course, if I had multiple of these, it would draw a lot more, but yeah, I'm pleased with that. Now, it can't shoot once they're at the base, but we solved that a little bit with the berries. Okay, it did get smashed there, right? Okay, look, it's drawing fire away from me. That's what I want, but these are not skeletons. Also, that's not one of my villagers. I know you guys are gonna get confused. I promise our shepherd is okay. They're in the walls. This is a lot of zombies. What have I gotten myself into here? Oh, it's too good. It's too good. They really like me. They want me more than they want the golem, but when they can't see me, they do like the golem. I find this to be hilarious. I'm sorry. Like, this is too good. Okay, life is good in the village. We've got healing on the inside, poison on the outside. We now have 2 defense towers because I've built a second one right here. This one has 3 snow golems in it because I want to kind of try that out and see how it goes. I think it looks great here. We do need more decorations around here, but you know, you got the idea. We have dogs along our walls. We have pufferfish traps and netting along our docks. And we have pitfall traps down in the pathways, which, by the way, I think is perfect because I thought about it a little bit and I realized if the pillagers were coming along this way, they're going to attack the tower and the golem drew fire on it so that they walked back this way, they could potentially end up right here. which would be perfect because I can then cause them to fall to their death. I like it. I'm quite happy with this. Now, if you don't mind, I have decided that it is time to become a little bit scatterbrained, if you will. Although we've made quite a lot of progress with the village defense this episode, we have not made a lot of decoration progress, and I have some ideas that I've just been dying to get to. I'm trying really hard to stay focused and be like all defensy this episode, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I really want to detail why are there so many golems in this area. This is like Golem Street. I have quite a lot of these iron doors. I'm gonna put some of them to use. And we're gonna use them just over here. This is great. This steps down, which is a little bit awkward, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, I just gotta place those like that. Yeah, that'll be totally fine, I think. All I need now is a pressure plate on either side. Yeah, so I can get in and out quite easily. We could do a fancy redstone gate contraption again, but honestly, I'm tired, and that's gonna work. That's gonna do the trick. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but this area is a little bit on the plain side. I like it, it's cool, but it's a little plain. And I have been recently collecting up a little bit of wool from my lovely sheep farm to create some market stalls around the place. This is going to be able to add a lot of color and light and just detail to the entire village. Doesn't add a lot of purpose, but yeah, the villagers are enjoying the decorations. Now, I really only have one issue with decorating in this area, and that is that I really can't use the job benches, which means like barrels and just all of the cute things. I just don't want my villagers to take a job out here and end up attempting to wander outside the village. So I'm a little bit limited, you may say. I am going to try my best to use other things as like boxes and crates and just generally interesting areas to hopefully make up for this. I'm going to use a combination of trapdoors and signs and other wooden items to sort of make it look like, like this is an area with a bunch of crates and just a general working docks. I'd also love to make use of some chains in this area, although this is a very expensive detail, just between some of these. Like this one doesn't need it, this one could use a couple. I can then put like a slab or maybe even just one of these trapdoors on top to kind of cap that off. Yeah, that's so much better actually, wow. I would love to have a little market stall along here, so I'm going to try and kind of incorporate one right here. Just like this. It's literally gonna be so tiny. I might even move it up just one. See if I can just pop a little bit of color in here. This is perfect. Now all I gotta do is just surround it with a little bit of this wood and that should look great. One of my absolute favorite details is using these campfires but unlit to create sort of some shelving for some different foods, like for example, fish. Do I have any? Let me go get some. So, because these raw fish are actually able to be cooked, you can put them, just like so, on little campfires, and how it looks like they're selling fish. And I just love it. It's just the best. That's my favorite thing in Minecraft, I think. In Newfoundland, where I'm from, there is quite a lot of fishing going on, and sometimes they have these areas, especially in like older stories where they talk about the fishing history of this area. They talk about sort of having the fish, or cod, for example, out to dry, and I'm not sure how to exactly incorporate that into this, but I think having it on little racks like this could look really good. Okay, the docks are looking way better. Look at this. I just think the details look so much nicer. It looks like a busy, bustling area. I need to do something about the torches, but this is a great start. And the pufferfish still work and fit in perfectly. Hear that? Yeah, they're working. They're doing their thing. Honestly, very pleased with this. Let's take a quick flight just for science so we can really get a good view of it. What is this bee doing out here? My gosh. Oh, yes. Yep. I've decided it's good. It's great, actually. I'm so much happier with this now. It just makes sense. I think I'd like to do a couple more market stalls or maybe like a little area over here. And of course. We need to do a market area in here, and perhaps even like a little fountain or something like that for the villagers to make use of. For now though, I do believe that that is all the time that I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy with the progress that we made today on the overall defense of the village. I'll definitely keep brewing up some more of those awesome potions, try to work on my snowman defense, and think of some more ideas. Definitely, if you have any ideas for defense or traps or anything, let me know down in the comments down below. Don't forget, before I go, if you do want to purchase my plushie, they're only available until May 7th, and I need to sell 200 of them to get them made. So if you'd like to support me by getting one of my plushies, the link is going to be down below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone!